So I know it's kind of boring, but we really do need to know what's going on in the market here in the Treasure Valley. Am I right? Let's get into that next. Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here. And today I just want to do a little look at what's going on in the market. We've got all the numbers in from the last month. So I want to go over those quickly with you. I'm not going to make this all boring and wonky and stuff. But I do want to make it kind of interesting and informative so you get something out of it. So before we get into that, I just wanted to ask you to, if you like this video, to go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel. That would be such a help. And then share with somebody else that might need to know about this. And if you're thinking that Idaho might be the place for you to move to, please give us a call, text, email, whatever it takes, or go to our website. We've got a great website. Check out that resources tab. And we've got some great information we put together just for you. And it's all free. Isn't that great? Anyway, so let's kind of get into what's going on with our market here in the Treasure Valley. I wanted to introduce you to our Treasure Valley Dave market summary. We have one for Canyon County and one for Ada County. And this has a lot of information. And what makes our charts a little bit different than, I'm going to say, just everybody else, is that we go all the way back to 2006 for our data. So we don't have the flash in the pan, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end kind of a thing. We have the long game view of what's been going on. I think there's a lot of value in that. Now you can get these that we come out with every month at our website, www.treasurevalleydave.com. Go to that resources tab and then look for that market summary. And you can download these as a PDF for yourself or share them with somebody else or whatever you need to do. Anyway, let's kind of get into this. So this is the July numbers. We finally got them out in August. And we have a little commentary on what's going on. We have the hot areas for homes being sold in that month. And then also we break that down between new and existing. This is an interesting chart right here. And we're looking at the last 13 months from July through July to see what the prices have done. The orange bar is the national average. So you can see actually for July we dipped below the national average, which kind of goes along with what I've been saying is that Idaho is on sale. 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 If you've been waiting for something to happen because prices are getting too crazy, and believe me, I understand as well as anybody, these last couple of years have been crazy for the market, but now prices are down. Idaho is on sale and slightly below the national average. Is that still a lot of money? Yes, it is. Is it less than it was? Yeah. Could it be even less? Maybe. Well, let's just kind of keep an eye on what's going on with the market, which is why these market summaries are so important. Over here, we're looking at what's going on for inventory, the pendings, and then the solds for the last month. And we can see the inventory line was this light blue one. Last February, it was way down here at 316. Now it's about 1,000 plus that. So inventory has been going up, and probably for several reasons. But we also see that the pending numbers have come down. And then the sold numbers are trending down a little bit. It's not like they're just dropping off the face of the earth. They're still very reasonable steps down. So I'm not seeing this big crash that that one guy is always talking about. We're seeing a very moderate correction here. And you can kind of see that in the way, just the last few months, that the sold number of sold is just kind of creeping down a little bit. So that's kind of interesting. So this next one here is the price and monthly units, inventory units, meaning houses on the market available to be sold. So the price is in blue, and yes, prices have gone up and up and up, and then they peaked, and then they came back down. So are they going to stay down? Who knows? And if somebody says they know, guess what? They're lying to you. Inventory. So this is the number of houses that are available right now. And yes, they've been going up quite a bit this year. And so we're kind of back to where we were back in 2014 as far as the actual number of homes on the market. And this is about 2014 is about when people discovered Idaho. And that's why our inventory was struggling to keep up to where it was. And it kept coming down and kept going up. And these little bumps, these are probably our seasonal anomalies. And we'll look at more on that in just a little bit. So page 2 of this, we've got new to our charts is the interest rates. So this blue line is the interest rates. You can see right now they're a little over 5. And this is the number that comes from interest rates from Freddie Mac. So your rates may vary. And we'll talk about that in just a moment too. But yes, we can see that the Federal Reserve, they were trying to undo this Biden recession. And they only have one tool, right? And that's print more money. Oh, yes, that'd be 2 tools. Print more money or increase interest rates. And so what did they do here? They've increased interest rates. It's still under 5. Well, I mean, 5.5, like about what this one is. It's still historically low. And we can see it has been low, but it has been higher. So the thing about interest rates, though, let's say that you get into your house and you're paying 5.5. And 2 years later, we have an election or something.
He's an enemy of the state. You want to know the truth? The enemy of the state is him and the group that control him.
Interest rates come back down. You know what you can do? You don't have to sell your house. You could just refinance your note. Maybe pull some equity out too. So interest rates, if you buy it at 5.5 and in 2 years, 3 years, rates are at 3, you refinance. No harm, no foul. If in 2-3 years interest rates are up to 10, 12%, you're going to look like a freaking genius because you've got a rate at 5.5. So, you know, it's like you're going to look like a genius one way, and the other way you can just refinance and get the interest rate where you want it. So what we have here in the orange, this is our inventory to sold ratio. And what this means is for every, what our inventory was versus how many were sold for that month. And we can see down here in the tail end of 2020 and into 2021 that for every 2 houses we sold, we had 1 in inventory. So we were selling houses like crazy and we didn't have the inventory to sustain that. Back here, after the crash, you can see for every house we sold, we had like 23 houses in inventory. So I guess that was a whole different time, huh? And last, down here we have the number of solds in blue. And look how they zigzag almost like saw teeth. And what that is, it's our normal seasonal changes in the demand. One thing that kind of concerns me a little bit is that we've started coming down a lot sooner than normal for the season. And I'm going to say that that's obviously from the interest rates. So what happens when our normal seasonal slowdown starts to kick in on top of the interest rates going up? Are we going to see the number of houses even come down more? And maybe we will. And one last thing before I change subject, the orange one here is the days on the market, how long you can expect a house to be on the market. And you can see that we went up and then we went back down. And now we're kind of trending up a little bit. So back to this, the number sold going to come down even more as we go forward. I've been talking to several builders and they're offering some fantastic incentives right now. And to the tune of like $20,000 is not unheard of. And what builders are doing with this is giving it to you to pay down your interest rate. So instead of getting a 5.5, maybe you'll get a 4.5 or something like that. And what that really means, if you're getting a mortgage, is that your monthly payment's going to be quite a bit less. If they would have just dropped the price, say $20,000, your mortgage payment would come down some. But if they get that interest rate down, that's going to have a bigger effect every month when you go ahead and write that check. So I thought that was kind of cool. So that's our chart. This is Canyon County. We've got another one for Ada County. We'll just take a look at that in just a second. And you can get that at our website, www.treasurerallydave.com, and check out that resources tab. So these numbers are a little behind the times, and that's because it takes a while for the months to get over, and then for the places that we get our data from to go ahead and crunch their numbers, and then we get the data and then we put it out right away. But it's not immediate. One place that is this search or this information site right here that you can put in your town, your zip code or whatever, and it will show you, and this is updated every week, of what the market's doing. I just recently came across this. I think it's pretty cool. And you can get this, you can check it out. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. If you want us, we can send you a link to where you live right now, and you can compare that to where you want to live, say here in Nampa. So the market is more than just numbers, right? So I wanted to take a look at what the market has to offer for you to move into right away. So I did a quick search. I looked at the lowest prices houses in Nampa, and then I looked at some around 400,000. So the lowest price ones, and I excluded manufactured homes or ones so it's a cute little house, and this is going for $325, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I mean, it's move-in ready. It looks to be in really good condition. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and make sure you have highly suggest you get a home inspector out there and to look at all the cracks and crevices. I mean, it just looks like I like that backyard. I like those windows that bring the backyard in. So that's $325 right there. Built-ins in your closets. I don't know. I could probably live in that. So $325. A lot of space there in the garage. Good sized backyard. Oh, did I go too fast there? Sorry. Yeah. Looks like a pretty typical house. And this is here in Nampa. And so you're saying, well, gosh, could I afford that? Obviously, we have a great lender we'd love to tell you about. And our lenders can take your information and work up your current financial scenario, and then offer some suggestions on things that you might do to improve your score. Or I had one person that was a victim of identity theft and they didn't even know it. So talking with the lender is going to be great. But just as a quick back of the envelope type thing, you can come over here to our website. Did I mention it's www.treasurerallydave.com? Go over here to the resources, and you can come down to our mortgage calculator. And so that house was $325, right? $325. So 20% down is that. Let's say it's 5%. Calculate. So it says your monthly principal and interest payment would be just under $1,400. And you'll have to add in taxes for that. And the taxes for the previous year are listed on that listing that we just showed you, or give us a call. We'll be glad to help you with that. And and then home insurance, obviously you'll want some of that. If you're in California, you're going to find home insurance is quite a bit cheaper up here. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you about that cute little tool we have there on our website. This one here, this one's at $333,000. It's another normal, typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Looks like they've got the hard floors throughout the living area. I mean, it's a cute enough house. Certainly move-in ready. Nothing wrong with that. So that's $333,000 is what they're asking on that. And to be honest, in this market, not 4 months ago even, we could go in and say, hey, what about $330? Or, hey, help us with buying down our mortgage, or whatever the case. So yeah, That's a nice little option there. Here's a brand new house, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. This one does come with a $20,000 promo. That's pretty open, isn't it? Like that kitchen. So, dual vanities. Oh, look at the master. You got the soaking tub and then the separate shower. That's pretty handsome. And this one's on about 1/4 acre. It looks kind of regal sitting up there, doesn't it? I know sometimes those camera lenses make things look bigger than they are, but when you're sitting on about 1/4 acre, you do have some space out there. Huh. Okay, it's a nice dining area. The little kitchen nook area. This is for the big formal dinners when the family comes over, and then just the quickie in the morning. Not bad. And you look out the windows, I'm just seeing all this green out there. And that's $400,000. Wow, had the oven, wall-mounted oven. That's quite a bit of space. Alrighty, so let's just move right along to Ada County. The story is very similar here as far as all these graphs at the bottom. The one thing that is different is we have the last year, 13 months for prices. Here's that same national average over here at 446, and you can see that Ada County's median price is almost $590. So it's like $45,000 more. And it's always been that way in the last 13 months. And what do we have over here? Sort of a similar situation with inventory gradually building up. Of course, it's a more populous county, so their numbers are higher, but the trends look to be exactly the same as what we saw in Canyon County. And then the solds here and the little gray ones, still, they're inching down, but I wouldn't say that they're crashing down, would you? Not at all. In fact, we could almost say something like, this was crashing from here to here, but it really wasn't, was it? So that's Ada County. And there again, this website here is really good. Like I say, they update these weekly, and you can zoom right into, say, just Meridian. And you can see what the market's looking like in Meridian and what it was last month as well. And for both of these months, it looks like it's trending towards a buyer's market, sort of almost in a balanced area. It's sort of balanced, tending toward buyers. So check these people out. Give us a call. We'd be glad to send you a link. And so what can you get for your money over there? The same thing that I did on the other ones. And then I looked at the 400,000. And this is one of the lower price ones at $375. There it is. No rear neighbors. Nice. Love that sunset. Or was that a sunrise? So it looks like a very typical kind of a layout that we see throughout the Treasure Valley from back in the 2000s. Yep, I mean, it's a nice enough house. It's definitely move-in ready. I think you'd be happy living there. But that's, so compare that back to Canyon County. You're 50,000 more for a sort of a similar type of a setup. Some people like existing homes for the decorative touches and for the more mature landscaping. Yeah, it's got a wood-burning stove. That's pretty wild. It's got the natural lights coming through the skylights and the ceiling. Very much a homey feel. So, like we did on the other ones, we looked at homes, really nice homes, around the 400, which is not a whole lot more than where we started at the lowest priced ones. And this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This is coming at $399.9. And it actually looks really nice on the inside. I like that they got the hard floors in there. I like all the different angles on the ceiling. Really gives you kind of a feel of openness and I guess modernity. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounds pretty good, huh? Not bad. Certainly been updated, huh? So that's kind of cool. And we have one more there in the 400 range. This one's 4 bedrooms. And it's a little bit bigger, and it really does kind of, and maybe it's that fisheye lens on the camera. I'm not sure, but I get the feeling it's pretty spacious in there. And it's got a gas stove top. Interesting. I tell you what, if this is one that you want to go take a look at, and there again, this is 400. It's not a brand new house, but it's not bad. Oh, look down here in the notes. It says they got solar panels, a $17,000 value. So if that's something that interests you, boom, it's already there. Looks pretty, oh, and I see it's got a fireplace here in the wall over here. Not too bad. And there again, if you want to see what, just roughly back of the envelope type thing, you can use our calculator over here on our website at treasurevalleydave.com. And so that was our kind of our market summary today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you had some good information in there. Something that maybe those other people don't have because all they do is talk numbers and stuff. I like to put those numbers into action. And speaking of action, if you're thinking that Idaho might be the place for you, give us a call, text, email, go to our website, go to the resources tab here and get one of our guides on so many various different things. Or if you want to see a guide on something that we don't have covered yet, give us a call, let us know. We'll go ahead and do some research and make up a really nice one. Aaron loves making these guides, so let's keep him busy, huh? And if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like this video and share with somebody that might need to see this. So much appreciate that. Well, thanks for coming by. And as always, this is Treasure Valley Dave. Looking forward to helping you get home.